Alright, what's up everybody? We are on Season 1, Episode 3 of Steins Gate. I gotta say, it's a little late at night right now, so I'm a bit concerned if I'm gonna be able to be all there with my focus. I really hope so. But god man, and I feel like I keep saying this about all the anime shows that I start. For as early as I am into the show right now, I couldn't have hoped to be loving it as much as I am. You know, that first episode especially was such a treat for me because dude, I just love sort of getting to play detective too much. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what this show right now is offering to me. Well, I'm already starting to, try and really put the puzzle pieces together. And kind of like what I automatically start doing is just sort of, not just sort of speculating what every scene in itself meant, but how it's all connected, right? Because I start thinking back to just that whole linear process that we saw kind of play out in that first episode of him then, and with him I obviously mean Ocarin. I like calling him Ocarin, so, even though I know he doesn't like me calling him that name, I guess. But it's just the easiest one to pronounce. Actually, I think his real name is supposed to be like Okabe or something, right? But then also, he himself actually wants to be called Cuman? Was that what it was? I'm not sure anymore, but Human Cuman or something like that, right? I'm still trying to get used to all the names, and I'm sure you'll be able to forgive me for it. But I'm thinking back to that first episode. I'm thinking to the fact that he saw the satellite. I think that was the same satellite that crashed into the building. He saw it on the rooftop, right? And I think it was actually in that same moment, which is me sidetracking a little bit, I guess. But he even received a text, and that was from Mayuri, right? The girl. Because she tried to pull him back to that place where she was trying to get the metal, whatever the hell it was called, Upa or something, out of the machine. That already made me go like, shit. Because I've been sort of like suspicious about her character already from the start, where I'm like, wait, is she just in his head? No, I guess not, because she is interacting with some of the other characters too. What's the deal with her? We saw that scene with the gravestones. Again, I don't know if I'm going to assume that I can trust her, but still, in the back of my head, it's like, okay, that might have as well just been a distraction to get him to go away from seeing the satellite or something, right? It could be. But again, this is already like there's just so many directions that I automatically start thinking in, right? Because he does hear, for example, later on, he hears that scream too. That's sort of a scene that I've been trying to revisit, and I'm not sure. I feel like the scream might as well be him actually being the one screaming in the moment there. But could of course be a whole different character entirely. But it is right after that scream where he finds Maki Sakurisu. That's what she's called, right? The red-haired girl. So the scream is somehow tied to that. Again, we know that he tried to warn her in advance. At least that's what it seemed to be alluding to, right? But he didn't even remember that himself. We know that all these other characters, they keep forgetting about information that he already told them about. So, of course, in the second episode, we learn about John Titor, who has done time traveling before and was going up against this organization that I assume is the same organization that, that Ocarin basically talks about too. I don't know if he thinks that they're connected yet, but they probably are. But yeah, then like his friend didn't realize anymore that he had those books, for example, right? And so much sketchy stuff going on, and it just makes me feel that there's somebody up close to him who could be doing that. And then I start, again, automatically thinking about that girl. But I don't know, and with the girl, I mean Mayuri, right? But again, I have no idea. I mean, honestly, there's no factual evidence for me to back that up whatsoever yet, so I'm not going to assume that it is at all. It's just a theory that I have, right? I do think that the red-haired girl, so the girl that dies, and that now actually showed up near the end of the second episode, so I'm going to see where that goes. I do think that she is innocent, to put it like that. I don't think she's with the organization. I think that she's just somebody that can really prove to be an asset or whatever, or like she is interested in the same subjects. She is scientifically directed in her pursuits and stuff, right? So I think that she's going to work together with Ocarin. But yeah, like all the sort of taunting that she was doing, I think that's just sort of friendly competition, and I don't really suspect her. At the same time, of course, the show has done a bunch of setting up already with like, there's the girl that Ocarin ran into who was taking pictures of proof, whatever the hell that means. There is the girl who, and I think that means that particular girl with the proof picture, she knows more. So she is somebody that's suspicious for sure, right? And then there's the girl that started working at the place where Ocarin rents his room. and she just seemed like ignorant to everything, but she was nice, so she could be sort of somebody to help out in the future too. That's what I think. But again, it's weird, man, because there's already so many characters that are throwing at you, and Ocarin is actually suspecting the brown guy who he's literally renting his apartment from, right? But yeah, that's kind of the question right now, right? Like, who can I actually trust? And if this organization is real, which I'm gonna assume, it's gotta mean that somebody close to him is part of it. Like, somebody close to him is fucking with him and getting him to not get to the truth here, right? So yeah, I've already done a bunch of speculating here, and I hope you'll forgive me for it. At the same time, I'm still thinking about those weird scenes, like we saw the one guy who apparently acts or pretends to be a girl or something. I have no idea what even the significance of that is supposed to be, but like, what was that about? I have no idea. And I feel like I've gone through most of what I could be going through. What a fantastic show already, like I said. I mean, I just love getting those puzzle pieces and being able to try and put them together in my head, knowing that, of course, I won't be able to yet, and it's simply too early for that, which I'm completely cool with. But yeah, so far the ride has been absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to see where we go from here, because, of course, we ended with the fact that now it seems like Ocarin can actually teleport the bananas, right? Because he put that one banana into the microwave, and then it ended up as a gel banana back to where it was, basically, with all the other bananas, right? But it makes me think that maybe he sent it back in time, and that's how it got affected. Or maybe in the future, it could be, of course, a possibility too. And then somehow he got it back, sort of deconstructed, or being gel, because it changed at a molecule level, or whatever, however he worded it. So, God. Yeah, again, I'm sorry for the super long intro, but I'm just trying to lay all my thoughts out there. I think that's what people want to hear in the first place. And yeah, I love doing that, guys. So without further ado, we're going to dive into episode 3, which is called Parallel Process Paranoia. So the paranoia continues. That's nice, because that's exactly what I'm starting to experience. And then for now, guys, if you enjoy my reactions to Steins Gate, then of course you can already watch the next 8 episodes right away over my Patreon, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Over there, we'll already be on episode 11, so you can catch up all the way up until there, along with, of course, full-length reactions if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, as I'll be uploading reactions to Steins Gate twice a week, so keep that in mind. And then for now, let's dive into episode 3. Here we go.
一応ノックはしたんですけどなぜここ橋田さんに聞いてきたんです。ラボラトリーって言うからもう少しちゃんとしたところかと思ったんです。
It's a little amateuristic, I guess.
この三次元女の色かに惑わされて許さんぞこのビーチが
Holy shit!
なんとかしてもらえませんか
This man is ruthless. Confused by events, yeah, you can put it like that. I can understand that he's paranoid, though. Yeah, what is it, actually?
でしょうね。ドイツ語と英語が混在してるし。
It was German. Oh, in Japan you always take off your shoes at home?
握手もできないの？日本の男の人って常識が足りてないじゃない。
They are a little awkward, right? From what I can tell by anime so far. I think that's the only thing he's wrong about so far. I really don't think she's gonna be bad.
セクハラ行為の言い訳なのか、その確認をしたくて来たんですけど。それよりも。
Oh, that's the girl working.
結合部に損傷は
What the hell was that transition? Holy shit.
爆発物を仕掛ける可能性がある。ないっちゅうの。ピンセットない？ない。そう。中はグズグズね。味はない。
I would not be risking that.
いりません。誰が変態のバナナなんて言うもんですか。変態だと。いきなり人のことつついて体まで触ろうとして。
Yeah, it was a little weird. Oh my. Wow, he's really specifying his fetish, I see.
どうやらあなたたち二人とも変態みたい。いや、褒めてない。むしろ変態な想像した方が変態だろう。
Oh my god. This is really bad foreplay.
このバナナ、そのレンジと関係があるのよね。トップシークレットだ。未来ガジェット8号機。
Subject to change.
我が研究所の秘密兵器だからな。貴様、クリスティーナとか言ったな。一言も言っとらんわ。この電話レンジカッコ仮の秘密を知るには条件がある。一つ、貴様にはこの未来ガジェット研究所のラボ面になってもらう。
I hadn't expected any less.
研究所のメンバーに迎えてくれるってこと？それともう一つ。まだあるの？俺が貴様に行ったセクハラ行為すべて不問にしろ。どうだ？悪くない条件だと思うがな。あんたにとってでしょ？まったくノルアドレナリンが過剰分泌するわね。
Noradrenaline. Why does he keep calling her Christina?
ちゃんと呼べ。
Oh man, they're gonna keep that competition between them though, even if they partner up. Yeah, exactly. The biggest one is standing there to the left.
ではたった今から貴様はラボメンナンバー004クレサテーナだって。
Oh, these characters, dude. Oh. How is she gonna like that new edition? Oh, she's not gonna like that, is she? She's Okarin's hostage. Oh, maybe, okay. I read it all wrong, never mind. Dude, I think I finally understand what weebs mean when they say kawaii. This girl is the embodiment of that.
オカリンが人工衛星が墜落したニュース見て飛び出していって自分の携帯こいつにつないで
Ah, so that's tied to it.
じゃああのメールを送った時お前の携帯は電話レンジカッコ仮に繋がっていたんだな。
マキセ氏が刺されたとかいうメールあれ1週間前じゃん
It wasn't.
あれは昨日の昼にどこだなぜない放電が起きた時のレンジの状態
Oh my god, it's gone now?
動作テストしてたから逆回転機能使用中だったかな
再現してみた方が良さそうね。
Yeah.
ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンをここへ、逆回転時中に入っているものの反応を見たい。助手、俺の携帯にメールを。いつからあんたの助手になったつうかあんたのアドレスなんて
I thought they were supposed to be equals.
なる、お前の携帯でいい。
文面は
クリスティーナは変態で変態禁止って言っただろ。
So much for the promises.
オカリンは変態と。
橋田さん、グッジョブ。
じゃあ送信するよ。
そろそろいいんじゃないかな。
Oh shit. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm still finding it weird that she would ruin the experiment now. I'm really starting to suspect her with the small actions every time, but I have no idea if it's justified.
受信日時7月24日17時半間違いない過去に見えたぞ一連の事件が意味する唯一無二の答えが本当に
Okay.
房からちぎられたバナナは房へと戻ったメールは5日前へと送られたそんなまさかそのまさかだこの電話レンジカッコ仮は
I'm still not getting it.
タイムマシンだ
Oh. Okay. Well, then I did get it, I guess, but... Yeah, I already figured it couldn't just be teleporting, but I'm sure it had to do with time.
13件先行のああそうだったシャイニングフィンガーと名付けたんだった
Shining finger.
しかしこの量すぐメールして
Okay, well, she wants to talk badly.
いつまで寝てるつもりだる
マキセ氏呼び戻した方がいいんじゃね
無理に決まっているだろうが嘘タイムマシンなんて
Oh, really? She ran off like concerned?
何だったんだろ
Why?
なんだこれは。
う。LHC。
I mean, I know she was trying very hard to prove that they couldn't exist, but surely there's more to it.
癒されるよね。
タイムマシンはセルンによって独占されています。
Right.
ジョン、タイタ、セルンとはなんだ。
意味不なんですけど。
いいから教えろ。セルンとは。
だから欧州素粒子原子核研究機構の略称。本部はジュネーブ郊外。
Oh.
前の通りメインは素粒子物理学の研究。そのための世界的な設備をいくつも持っている。
Okay, so it's like openly known.
陽子シンクロトロンブースター。世界一の素粒子加速器。
I thought it would have been some shady organization nobody knew about, but I guess it's more openly and maybe they're doing some stuff that people don't know about.
セルンが公式に否定してる。
しかし、火のないところに煙は立たないとも言う。
Well, I mean, clearly.
エル、
Then why does he keep saying this? El Psy Kongru.
戦ってるんだ。
こうなった以上、俺たちのやるべきことは一つ。お前はスーパーハッカーだろう。すべてを組んでにやりと笑え。
ハッカーな。
あとはわかるな。
いや、全然。
セルンをハッキングしろ。以上だ。
Yeah. It must be something that they're doing right now without people knowing.
このままラボの倉庫で眠らせることになるか。お前の腕にかかっている。
牛丼2人前。
え？
合わせて800円。
おかりー。
Oh, yeah, I didn't pay for it.
まだサボりか。
お、ねえねえ、それより君たちって2階で何してるの？
Could she see it through the TV?
研究所って言うんでしょ？
なぜその名前を
I'm genuinely worried about that now.
そこまで知られたからには我々は世界を影から操る闇の機関と戦っているのだ。
ああ、じゃあもしかしてセルンっていうのはその闇の機関のこと？
How?
ごめん、実は話し声聞こえてきて。
Wait, but she just applied here too, right? Now I don't trust her. God damn, it keeps changing.
聞こえてくるんだもん。でも安心して、これでも口は硬いから。
I don't know about that.
死亡通知でも来た？
死亡通知？
Oh my god.
冗談。
IBN5100 とかいうレトロパソコンに
IBN？
知っているのか？
あ、うん。
How the hell was this all connected?
違う。それはネットで見たんだ。
She knows
ほ
everything.
ら、タイムトラベラーとかいう人、ジョン・タイターだっけ？
タイター？
IBN5100 はベーシック言語ができる以前に作られたパソコンだから IBN 独自のプログラム言語も読めるとかなんとか。
本当か？
うん。
そういえば
Another sexual assault claim.
時間は過去から未来へたった一つの川が流れているようなものではありません。
That's what he
例えば
explained.
私が過去へ戻って A という人物を殺したとします。世界線は A という人物
Ah, that's so cool.
移動するの
Ah, they
です。
keep showing those stars. Ah, that might kind of be what he talked about in the
人々の記憶は
very beginning of the show. One of the first lines.
A という人物がいた以前の世界線の記憶は消去され、新たに
Like
で
the
きた
branches.
A という人物がいない世界線の記憶が再構築されるのです。セルンの言うことを安易に信じてはいけません。すでに彼らはマイクロブラックホール生成に成功しています。2036年では科学技術のほとんどをセルンが握っているのです。
They just want to rule over the world, I guess.
IBN5100 が必要だというのか。
そうなります。
Oh.
セルンの企みを防ぐには IBN5100 の機
What the
能が
hell
必要なのです。
kind of abilities does an old computer have for him to stop it?
確かそんなことを言っていた。
あなたとは一度ゆっくりお話ししてみたい。私のメールアドレスです。連絡いただければお返事します。
もうすぐなんだよ。SQL のテーブル一覧さえ手に入ればパスワードの特定
Doing some database work.
お、マユリか。
I've done it myself in the
こんな
past.
早くからどうした？
じゃーん。
おお、おでん缶か。ありがたい。
She talks about herself in third person.
またウーパか
だからここじゃなくて。
全然聞こえてないね。
少し休め
How can you even be this nice to everybody?
魂がメラメラバーニングしちゃってるね。
はくって言う
They
な
all say Haker all the time.
訳すると、はいポール。
そういう演技は無用だ
最低か。LHC の
This dude. Oh my god, I can't.
あくまで猫みたいに気まぐれだがここ1ヶ月は驚くほど調子がいい。タイムマシンって単語はないけど Z プログラムって単語がここ1ヶ月で100回以上
Okay, that's some type of code word.
ミニブラックホール生成ミッションはすでに確立しているためみたいだね。公式には実験は成功していないって発表されてるのにな。
Oh, yeah.
実験結果 Human is dead.
Holy shit. What?
Human is dead
It's showing up in red too.
人が
They experimented with a human who died. What if that was Marcus Sakurasu? Could be. Oh boy, I was pleasantly surprised by the fact that the episode started off very well, comedic, I should say, I guess, but it was just nice to keep overview of it. I felt like they weren't pushing too much information on me at first. Yeah, and then the second half went kind of crazy again this episode, and God, had me just once again think in so many directions. I mean, of course, I'll just start off with where we basically start. Yeah, Maki Sakurasu, as I had expected, she just becomes part of that team, and I think I was right to say that, like, she clearly has the right interests in mind. She's not here spying on them or something, or she's not working along with CERN, I would presume. Just like I had basically already expected this beforehand. Well, there's always a possibility still. I'm acting like now that's confirmed to us. It's not, of course, but still, the way the fact that she did react with such surprise as well when they figure out that it's actually a time machine and that they are getting it to work, and she then distancing herself, that doesn't seem like behavior that somebody would display if they were trying to actually figure out what these guys were doing and stuff, right? And not being on their side, I guess. So what is that about? Like, what does she know? What did cause that reaction, and why is she not telling them anything anymore after that, right? Like, what kind of information does she possess that made her react the way she did? I honestly have no idea. Yeah, so you know, I guess the main thing that we learn in this episode is about that organization CERN, about the fact that they've been doing these experiments with black holes, and are making it seem to the public like, you know, it's just, well, they're not telling them exactly what they are doing behind the scenes. And so this is where, of course, Okarin's friend finds that out at the end. Like, he managed to hack into it, and he sees that they've done some experiments. And apparently, one experiment ended with a human dying. Which, you know, could, of course, be connected to the Makise Kurisu case. Because that's also the thing. It's sort of another thing that we learn. We hear, I think, John Titor then, right? We hear him sort of explain more about those world lines and about the fact that when... I don't know exactly how he worded anymore, and again, everything goes so fast, so my apologies, guys, but like, when a new branch or whatever is created, it can also sort of like override a certain line, and it makes people forget about certain events then too, which is of course exactly what we've already seen with a lot of characters forgetting what happened and not being aware of certain things anymore. So yeah, you would figure that like this could have been CERN overriding a particular line. That's kind of the way I'm thinking then, that like, okay, maybe the Makise Kurisu thing happened, they accidentally killed her, that's what they're talking about, and that's when they started overriding perhaps that particular world line or whatever, right? And so that's why yeah, people can't remember those things, but then oddly enough, Okarin can still remember everything, right? He can still see what happened and stuff. So I don't know if I'm thinking in a right way there. It becomes a little bit, I will say, like, everything in my mind right now is a little shattered, and I'm not sure how to put it all together right now, just coming off of it fresh. At the same time, there is, of course, the girl who is working at the place where Okarin rents his room. And she is like all too interested for somebody who is. I like, again, she gave me a good impression last time around, but then I realized like, oh shit, I think she just applied there literally in the first episode that we saw, or maybe it was the second one actually. She just applied there, and then now suddenly she's showing all this interest. She's kind of overhearing what they're talking about, and you know, she has a lot of information, by the way, too, that she's not, as a regular citizen, should not be having, I think. So that can be a coincidence. Clearly there's something up with her too, but what? You know, that's kind of the question. It also brings me back to that transition where we saw her just browsing through channels, and suddenly it cuts to the scene that we see with Ocarin and Max Kurisu and his friend, you know, doing the gel banana experiments again. I'm like, did she just actually see it on the TV? They kind of, that transition was there for a reason, right? That's not just a coincidence, I guess, but is it supposed to literally mean that she spied on them? I don't know. I don't know. It's so hard to tell. I mean, again, also Ocarin has been saying that Brown, you know, the dude that he's renting his apartment from, that he is with the organization. He's been suspecting that. So maybe he has a point there, and like now this girl works with him or something. I don't know. But so many things that, yeah, so much potential for where the story could go. I don't know what to make of it. I feel like a bit of a fool just throwing all these random thoughts out there. And I'm sorry if it comes across as a little inconsistent or something. I wish I could be more direct, but, you know, I think you all understand that being this early in, it's a little hard to put things together. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. I still have another one to watch now too, so, you know, I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for that too. So guys, for now, I want to thank you all for tuning in to episode 3 of Steins Gate. Of course, the next 8 episodes will already be up over on my Patreon right away, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Over there will already be on episode 11, along with, of course, full-length reactions if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. And yeah, then with that being said, I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.